Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Ankr and the price behind it. So right now we're seeing a 4,177% increase in the last year. Obviously, if we take this down a little bit, we see a very large drop because of the most recent crypto crashes. We saw, dips across the market. Pretty much every altcoin in the last month is negative unless you're maybe VeChain, I think, is up a little bit, and then I think Polygon is up about 120%. But realistically, most altcoins are down in the last month. So Ankr being down about 35% is no shocker. Taking a look at the last week, though, we do see a nice 2% recovery. If we take a look at the last 24 hours, we're seeing about a 1% decrease, which is not what we want to see. Obviously, the market right now is struggling. We are seeing yet more red in the market. Theta and T-Fuel pretty much holding the entire market up right now. If we take a look, we're up about 0.2%, but if we go to our gainers, Theta is up 11.97% and T-Fuel up about 29.64%. So we are looking fairly bearish right now, unfortunately, because of Bitcoin going below 36,000 again, in that $35,000 range. If we take a look, though, I do want to take a look at Twitter specifically and see what Ankr is doing on Twitter. We have a bunch of different things to cover today. We have actually a few articles and a few tweets. So give us a second here. Let me get this back up here for us so we can jump into price predictions at the end of the video. If you guys want to stay tuned for that, June, July, and 2021 price predictions. Like I said, guys, we always cover Ankr pretty much I'd say about every other day on the channel. So if you guys want to stay up to date with Ankr as well as so many other altcoins, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. So the first thing we're going to see is happy Sunday, or I guess that was the last week. They're going to every Sunday they give a recap. If you guys aren't following Ankr on Twitter, definitely do so. It gives you a great recap of what's happened throughout the last week. So it is Sunday. Here's the recap. SLP live on SushiSwap for Ankr and ETH. We have the Create project is building on Ankr infrastructure, which is a fairly large project, about 51K followers. We have the Division Network BSC bridge is built on Ankr as well. Division Network, about a little over 7,000 followers. And we have the XDAI chain docs live on Ankr docs. We hit 10K members on Reddit as well, and they started a meme competition, which obviously is not a huge deal, but it's definitely something that will continue to keep social media active on Ankr, as well as people that are following the Ankr project. So definitely a good thing overall. We see a lot of good progress here across the board, a lot of new partnerships or really kind of integrations with Ankr altogether. I do want to take a look at another tweet. So this tweet is actually pretty important for a lot of people. If you don't know what Ankr is really doing and why you're invested in Ankr or why you want to invest in Ankr, this may really kind of help you out. So we keep saying we are building towards a DeFi Web3 future, but what does this mean? So by definition, Web3, Web 3.0 is the third generation of the internet services powered by blockchain technology, and DeFi obviously being decentralized finance. Going down, they talk a little bit more about it. So what is Ankr role in this? While a blockchain is where the information kind of resides, immutable once confirmed by the network, connecting them in an easy way is the key for adoption of the technology and applications built on it. They talk about number 3, Ankr offers one suite of services. So it talks about API infrastructure, StakeFi staking services, internet bonds, and governance. These products might serve different purposes, but they are all related to Web3 and the idea that the internet of the future is powered by blockchains. They have number 4 here, API application programming interfaces, and then they talk about their API as well as StakeFi, as well as internet bonds and governance. We're not going to jump into all of those because you guys probably know much, or I guess a lot about those but if you want to learn more, definitely take a look at Ankr's tweets. I think I said twits, but tweets recently. You'll learn more about really what Ankr is all about and kind of more about the API infrastructure as well as StakeFi, internet bonds, and governance. Because, like I said, it's very important to know what coin you're investing in before you invest. And there's a lot really going on with Ankr right now. Another good thing to look into is hold on to your Ankr investment for the long term. So this article, Investor Place, kind of covers why Ankr is still a good investment at this price point. So Ankr has recently emerged as one of the most promising altcoins in the market. Over the past 52 weeks, Ankr is up more than 5,000%. Put another way, so if you basically invested $1,000 in June 2020, you would have about $56,000 worth. Its price is currently hovering near that 0.113 dollar range, and we are continuing to see, despite recent sell-offs in cryptos, Ankr has gained over 1,000% since the start of the year. So by comparison, Bitcoin and Ethereum have returned about 30% and 280% since January respectively. Obviously a lower market cap on Ankr provides that really opportunity to grow much faster and much quicker. And that's exactly why a lot of people are invested in Ankr because they see great opportunity for the fast and short term. But I will say, guys, long term, you're going to have a great opportunity here with Ankr. I do want to jump into the website a little bit as well. So if you guys haven't been to the website, it goes over kind of what they're trying to accomplish. We kind of talked about it on Twitter as well, but you can see the staking nodes, developer APIs, and enterprise solutions. But if you want to check a little bit more details on the website itself, it'll talk about the 8,000 plus nodes deployed, as well as if you go to the top, you can actually see our ETH2 staking solution has launched. So if you jump over to their Ankr staking, they talk about Ankr StakeFi Internet Bond Launchpad. It has 48,748 ETH currently staked with Ankr, and you can also see the stakers being over 2,800 stakers currently, staking their ETH with Ankr, which is definitely a very, very big milestone, making it past 2,800 as we continue to grab more and more people and more investors. So why stake with Ankr? So they talk about Ankr's ETH2 staking solution provides the best user experience, highest level of security combined with the attractive reward mechanism, and instant staking liquidity through a bond-like synthetic token called AETH. So you can see the micro pool staking manager, staking liquidity, and security being 4 great reasons and features as to really why Ankr is really so successful. And we see right now, if you want to slide this bar around, you can see your yearly earning, and obviously it depends on your total staked ETH. So let's say we have 27.5 ETH, we stake it, we get a yearly earning of $4,390. So not a bad way to make some quick money and make your money work for you. And that's something I always suggest doing. Ankr makes a great possibility for that. I do want to jump back into the price chart though, because a lot of you guys are here for these price predictions for June, July, and 2021, because a lot of uncertainty is coming up. A lot of people don't know where we're going next. A lot of manipulation, FUD, and obviously we're in that accumulation stage currently, so we don't know where we're going next, and a lot of people want to know. So first off, I'll say we are still in that manipulation FUD stage. I think we are still in that accumulation stage, and the market today kind of shows specifically that we're still around that $35,000 Bitcoin. Bitcoin will make its way back to you, in my opinion, $80,000 to $100,000 by the end of the year, or by the end of the bull market at the very, very least. So Ankr right now at this 10-cent price point is a great entry point. If we give it a quick refresh, see that 10 cents, hasn't moved quite yet. We are seeing more of a stabilization right here around this 10-cent mark. But we did earlier in the 24 hours have about 1064. We had actually in the last week about 1150, 1143. So we'll see what really does take place in the upcoming months and weeks ahead. But realistically, by the end of June, I do expect Ankr to kind of have a slow but steady increase. I think it's going to be very, very slow across the market, but very volatile at the same time. It's just going to be slow but steady increases for the most part through this accumulation period, unless we see any big manipulation or FUD come out. Realistically, I see Ankr by the end of the month sitting around 12 to 14 cents. That's going to be a conservative price prediction that I'm comfortable with giving to you guys. By the end of July, I think we could have a breakout for Ankr specifically, pushing closer and closer to about 18 to 24 cent price point. Do remember, guys, I think by the end of July, we could potentially break out of the manipulation or accumulation phase. So we'll continue to keep you guys up to date on that. But jumping by the end of 2021 or the end of the bull market, Ankr could easily push closer and closer to that $1 mark. I'm going to hope for a $1 Ankr by the end of the year. I think that's definitely a possibility. So we'll keep you guys up to date with price predictions as quickly as possible, as well as some big updates, obviously, when they come out. And we'll always give kind of go over that Sunday update that they always tweet out about, because those are big updates that usually kind of recall or recover, or I guess they kind of recall the entire week, I should say. But, realistically, there's a lot to talk about on Ankr, and we'll continue to keep you guys up to date. So make sure subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.